back from Ayers Hall on the hill past the new North Stands, making Shields-Watkins Field and Neyland Stadium the second largest college stadium in the United States. And the pride of the Southland Band, prepared to form the giant human T, stretching from the east corridor to the west sideline. 95,288 fans, including some 12,000 for Georgia, are here to see Southeastern Conference opener, season opener game, Tennessee and Georgia. And right now, as the pride of the Southland Band forms the tee, the Volunteers massed at their tunnel raced onto the field. It's football time in Tennessee. The stadium is jam-packed. It's hot and rather muggy. The temperature in the low 90s. A shot of the south stands. Jam, standing room only crowd. The toss of the coin. Tennessee wins the toss. And the Volunteers elect to receive. So kicking off with the Bulldogs of Georgia will be Rex Robinson. Tennessee with its receiving unit. And Robinson will kick off. Here's the kick coming downfield, heading toward the south end zone, and it will be taken right back on the end line by Anthony Hancock. Tennessee first and 10 at the 20-yard line. Give to Daniels. Daniels fumbles the football. It's been recovered by Georgia. Terry Daniels carrying for Tennessee, fumbles it, and Jimmy Payne recovers. A second look at the opening play of the game. There's the fumble. Scrambling was Daniels, but beating him there for the ball was Payne. Coach Johnny Majors of the Volunteers as Georgia on the opening play. Big break, ball resting at the 24-yard line. Ballou for Georgia, the quarterback, coming to the near side. Chris Wampler it is, rides him out of bounds, but there's a gain of 3 yards on the play. The recovery was made at the 24, now down at the 21-yard line of the Volunteers. Second down and 7 yards to go. Ballou for the Dogs. Against a 5-man front, gives to the tailback, McMickens. He stood up right at the line of scrimmage, got a yard maybe. Brad White was there, along with Danny Spradlin. Third down, 6, no score. Game just getting underway. Georgia recovering a fumble on the first play. Here's the reverse for Georgia. Turning the corner, he's hit, fumbles the ball, and it's recovered by Tennessee. A second look. This is Brown, the tight end, turning. Hit there by Kofer. He loses the ball, and Mike Kofer, a sophomore from Knoxville, number 93, comes out of there with it. So the ball bounces right back into Tennessee's hands, and the Volunteers take over. First down and 10 to go at the Tennessee 20-yard line. 0-0 the score. For the Vols, number 5, Olszewski. 34, Berry, the fullback, in the I formation. The tailback is Daniels. Terry Daniels at the left side, maybe a yard. Stopped by Payne and Roz. Second down, 9. Georgia aligning in a 5-man front. Tennessee with a flanker to the right, putting the strong side toward the right side. Olszewski passes, complete. Taken out here by Willie Galt. A second look at the completion. Just out quickly, stand up and flip out into the flat. Gain on the play of 6, still 3 yards shy of the first. Olszewski keeping. He's knocked down before he gets to the 30, but on the play, a flag has dropped, and it will be offsides Georgia. Tennessee gets it first down. First and 10 for the Vols after the 5-yard penalty. Olszewski fades to throw. Pass downfield. It is caught, but out of bounds. Pass is incomplete. Mike Miller, 88, made the reception, but he was out of bounds when he made the grab. Olszewski, pass complete. Again to a back coming out of the backfield. That's Glenn Ford who's come on. Ford rips forward for yardage for Tennessee. A gain on the play of 5 yards. And it will be 3rd and 5. Olszewski this time passes to Terry Daniels. Daniels skitters for 3 yards. It'll be short of the first. And so into the game for the Volunteers on 4th down, 2 yards to go, comes John Warren. He's a sophomore from Jessup, Georgia. The punt is away. And it will be Scott Werner back there. He lets the ball drop, and it's down by Tennessee. So Georgia goes on offense. First down and 10 to go at the Bulldog 32-yard line. Ballou, the quarterback. Ballou keeping. Circles to the left. Hemmed in momentarily, then widens out and is knocked out of bounds. Gain of 3 yards on the play, up to the 35. Georgia, nothing. Tennessee, nothing. Second down, 7 for the Dogs. Buck Ballou fades to throw. The pass downfield is incomplete. It was intended for the tight end, Norris Brown. The pass is incomplete. It'll be third down and 7. Georgia sends a slot set to the wide or right side of the field. The handoff is to Carney Norris. Norris circles the right side. He's going to have first down yardage, I believe, as he scrambles forward to the 44-yard line, and it will be first down and 10 to go for Georgia. The Dogs with their first down. They give this time to the fullback, McCarthy, banging at the left side of the line, ramming the ball for a gain of 3, moving it up to the 47-yard line. Second down, 7. Again, the give to McCarthy. Changed that Norris this time. Caught from behind and dropped by number 90, Brad White. A second look at this defensive play by White, catching him from behind and knocking him down. So it's third down and 8 for the Dogs. Buck Ballou, the pass is complete, taken by Norris Brown, the tight end. He gets running room, comes past midfield, carries it down to the Volunteer 35-yard line. A second look. Ballou passing. That's Norris. Norris along the west sideline, hit. Good hit by Bill Bates, but it's first down and 10 to go for Georgia at the Volunteer 35. Carney Norris circles the right side of the line for the Dogs. He picks up yardage, 4 yards, down to the 31-yard line. Georgia nothing, Tennessee nothing. It will be second down and 6 yards to go for the driving Bulldogs. Tennessee in a 5-man front. The tailback gets the ball, Carney Norris, wedging it forward for 3 yards, closer to 4 actually. About a yard to go for the first down as Ballou gives to Norris, and Norris gets first down, gets running room, still on his feet, wrestled down finally by Wilbur Jones. But it will be first down and 10 to go. A run of 16 yards of the play, first down and 10 at the Volunteer 10-yard line. Georgia moving deeper and deeper into Tennessee territory. Ballou circles to the left, and then the play suddenly, well, it was blown dead. Before the play got underway, the crowd so loud that the players could not hear the whistle sounding, and it is delay of game against Georgia. 5-yard penalty, putting it back to the 15, where it will be first down and 15 yards to go. Pitch to Norris, hemmed in, he's going to be dropped by a swarming Tennessee defense. White was there, Wampler was there, Gaines was there. Georgia fumbles the football. It has been recovered by Tennessee. A second look, the bobble, and Chris Wampler, sophomore from Lenore City, comes out of there with the oval, and Tennessee stops the Georgia drive as the Dogs fumble it away, and Tennessee takes over. First down, 10 to go for the Volunteers at the 20-yard line. The backfield, Berry and Ford. This is Ford. Oh, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Fine defensive penetration by Payne. Second down and 12 for Tennessee at the 19-yard line. I formation. Olszewski on a draw. Ford with running room. Up he comes for 5, for 10, for 15 yards before he's finally rolled down. Glenn Ford on the draw. A second look from the end zone camera. Nice move by Ford. Good power by Ford. Tennessee has it first down and 10 to go at the 35-yard line. Olszewski with the ball near the center of the field. Long count. Back to throw. Pulls it down. Will run. Will get yardage. Picks up 4 yards at the left side of the line out to the 39-yard line. 0-0 the score in the first period. Tennessee and Georgia in Knoxville. 95,288 fans. The largest crowd ever to see a football game in the Southland. The running back split this time. 5-man front by Georgia. The outside linebackers standing off a yard or two. Staggering forward as he knifes over the left side of the line. Once more, this will be Glenn Ford, this time for a gain of 5 yards. It will be third down and a yard. Georgia stacking up its defense. Tennessee going for the 3rd and 1 forward. Oh, great play. That was Crimmins for Georgia, beating Tennessee's offensive line and stopping Ford before he got to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's going to be for Tennessee 4th down with John Warren in to punt. Warren gets the punt away this time. High, long spiral. Under it and asking for the fair catch is Scott Werner. He makes the grab at the Georgia 16-yard line. Georgia with the ball. The give this time is to the tailback Norris. Norris at the left side of the line, edges forward about to the 20-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Tennessee in a 5-man front. Kofer and Castile, the defensive ends. The give is to the tailback again. No, that's Womack, the fullback, and he is knocked down as the first quarter comes to a close. A gain of a yard on the play. And as the second period gets underway, Georgia now moving toward the north end of the football field at the 21-yard line. 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Tailback with the ball. He stopped short of the first down. That was Norris carrying on the draw. White and Spradlin for the tackle. 4th down and Jimmy Broadway into punt. The punt by Broadway is a short one, shanked off to the right side, and it's going to go out of bounds. Tennessee in great field position. They line it up, and let's see where it will finally be marked, right there at the 37-yard line. They pull it down to the 36, where Tennessee will have it. 1st and 10 for the Volunteers. Back to throw. This will be Olszewski. He's in trouble. Wanders out to the right. Looking downfield. A man comes open. The pass complete to Galt. Pass is complete to Willie Galt from Jeff Olszewski down to the 5-yard line. Here's Olszewski on the second look. The pass downfield. It is Galt who pulls it down, and Tennessee is in scoring territory. Ball actually at the 4-yard line where they spot it. Tennessee to the line. 1st down and goal to go. Georgia in its goal line defense. Tennessee with the full house backfield. The pitch comes to the tailback. Trying to get outside is Daniels. Great defensive play. Surging to the left side for Georgia comes Hip, the halfback. That's Berry, a man in motion. Again, it's Daniels behind the motion trying for touchdown. No, sir. Maybe a yard to the 3, that's all. Georgia stiffening up its defense. It's got to be 3rd down and goal to go. Tennessee to the line. Olszewski, the quarterback. Running backs are split. Give, driving, fighting, turning forward comes Ford. He gets it down close to the goal line. I do not think he made it. Unstacking the players, and they come up a foot short. There you see the ball in the goal line. There you see Georgia digging in. Tennessee's offensive line. Full house backfield. Olszewski. This is Daniels. Daniels tries. He did not make it. Georgia has held with a great goal line stand. A second look at the touchdown try by Terry Daniels, junior from Miami, Florida. Olszewski, number 5. There's Daniels. He tries, and Georgia has a mass of people there to stop him. Werner was one of them, and Georgia has held, and the Bulldogs will take over. Tennessee had 4 tries inside the 5, but Georgia did quite a job stopping Tennessee's scoring try. But the Dogs are backed up. That ball is less than a football length away from pay dirt. Quarterback is Ballou, number 8. Tennessee into a virtual goal line defense. Trying to get some penetration. Fumble, and it is recovered there by the fullback. That was Womack. Let's see if he gets it out past the goal line. The officials are discussing it. Womack pounced on the ball. Here's the second. There's the fumble. There you see Womack. And we'll see what the decision will be. Tennessee wants a safety. The officials are discussing whether or not the recovery was actually made, and it is a safety. 2 points for Tennessee. Womack recovered the ball in the end zone. Then he shoved it out past the goal line. But the official right on the play said that the recovery was made in the end zone, and 2 points are awarded Tennessee. And pursuant to the safety comes the free kick, which will be done by placement by Robinson and received here by Tennessee's Hancock. Returning back upfield to the 40 and carries the ball to the 44-yard line of the Volunteers, where Tennessee, now leading in the football game 2-0, goes on offense. 1st down and 10 to go. Olszewski pitching, turning the corner forward, up to the 50, down to the 45, where he shoved out of bounds. Glenn Ford circles the right side of the line and picks up 11 yards and a 1st down. Tennessee leading 2-0, and now they've got the ball at the Georgia 45. Up the middle this time, staggering, stuttering, zigging and zagging. Forward comes Ford on the draw for 4 yards. 2nd down and 6 at the Bulldog 41-yard line. Olszewski pitches again forward this time. Great play, Werner, right on the corner. Werner eludes the block and comes up to make the stop on Ford. Gain of a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Olszewski to pass. Downfield, it is complete. Anthony Hancock makes the grab. Is immediately knocked down, but Tennessee has another 1st down. A second look. There's Galt. It was Galt, not Hancock, as we originally called it. 26 is Galt, 28 is Hancock. It is 1st and 10 for Tennessee at the Georgia 21-yard line. Handoff this time goes to the first man through. Banging forward comes Berry for a gain. Change it, Glenn Ford, 25, carrying the ball. Tennessee, pick up a 5. Olszewski looks over a 4-4 defense, gives to Berry. Berry gets it through one tackle, runs through another, stays on his feet, battles that ball down to the 9-yard line. James Berry on the second look. There he breaks an arm tackle, runs over the quarterback, is finally ridden down by 3 dogs, but it will be Tennessee 1st down and goal to go. The Volunteers breaking the huddle as Olszewski brings them up. Actually, it is not quite a 1st down, about a yard shy. Let's see what happens here. Olszewski on goal to go. Here's Olszewski keeping, turning, driving. Touchdown, Tennessee! A second look, Olszewski. Great blocking up front. 78 there is Tim Irwin for Tennessee, the big right tackle. Watch the block on the corner. Just wipes them out, and Olszewski lunges in on a dive to give Tennessee the lead, 8-0. Jeff Olszewski, junior quarterback, Parma, Ohio, gets the first touchdown of the 1980 season. And here is Alan Duncan to attempt the extra point. The kick by Duncan is up and good. And Tennessee leads Georgia by a score of 9-0. Duncan will be kicking off for the Volunteers. He's a senior. There's the kick by Duncan, high and long, and drives Georgia way back to the end line, where it is taken by Werner on the touchback. Duncan and Robinson, 2 of college football's premier kickers, on the same field. Georgia now trailing, gives the ball off to a new tailback. That's freshman Herschel Walker. He comes pounding straight ahead, gets 4 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Walker to the outside, zigs back to the inside, and cuts forward for a gain of close to 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Georgia's got to get the ball to the 30 for the 1st down. Ballou keeps, turns. He's got his 1st down and more to spare as he moves the ball to the 35. Ballou was tackled by Noonan. 1st and 10 for Georgia. Ballou back to throw. Here's the pass. It is complete to Walker. The freshman tailback at the 40 eludes one tackle and is then forced out of bounds by Bill Bates. A gain of 9 on the play. Ballou completing the pass to Walker. Georgia 2nd down short. It's Walker again, this time to the opposite side. He's got his 1st down, but there is a penalty marker down. He moves the ball to the Tennessee 49, but it goes for naught because Georgia was guilty of clipping on the play. A 15-yard penalty moves it back, and Georgia will have it 2nd down and 14. Here's the fumble, and Georgia's Walker recovers the ball. The ball seemed to just lie out there interminably until Walker, there's the bobble on the second look. Tennessee tried to get there, but Walker beats the Volunteers, so Georgia retains possession. And Georgia will have it 3rd down and 17 yards to go. Ballou with a long pass, looking downfield for Scott. It is incomplete. Lindsey Scott, the intended receiver, defending for Tennessee stride for stride. McMinnville's Danny Martin. 4th down, Broadway into punt. Tennessee backing up, and it will be Bill Bates asking for and making a fair catch. The Volunteers go on offense, 1st down and 10 to go at the Tennessee 28-yard line, leading in the first half of the game by a score of 9-0. Olszewski gives to the tailback, Ford, ramming straight ahead, pounds it out for a gain of 6 yards up to the 34-yard line. Olszewski gives this time on a crossbuck to Berry, and Berry gets a couple. Out to the 36. It'll be 3rd down and 2, nearing the end of the first half of the game. 95,000 plus on hand to see it. Rolling right, Olszewski. The pass is incomplete. Berry had it for a moment, lost his footing. as the pass was a bit behind him. And so in to punt will be John Warren. Gets the punt away. Werner wants the fair catch and makes it as the first half comes to a close. That's the end of the first half with the score, Tennessee 9, Georgia nothing. At halftime, the fans pay tribute to a Hall of Fame University of Tennessee player, George Caffigo, who's been a member of the coaching staff for 26 years. Caffigo has announced his retirement, although he will remain in a part-time capacity as kicking coach for the Volunteers. He's been the tutor of many professional punters. He's been a member of the staff. He's been a part of Tennessee football tradition. And he is being awarded a plaque by Tom Elam of the Board of Trustees of the University of Tennessee, a resolution from the Board of Trustees honoring Caffigo for his years of service as a player and a coach at the University of Tennessee. And now Director of Athletics Bob Woodruff has, well, that's not really a paddle. That's simply a way of saying here are the keys to a new Ford van, which will be Caffigo's to enjoy in his retirement years. Second half set to get underway. Georgia elects to receive, and here is Duncan kicking the ball for Tennessee. The Vols lead 9-0 as Werner takes the ball 2 yards deep in the end zone. 5, 10, 15. He's tackled as he gets to the 19-yard line. Georgia on offense. First down and 10 to go. Carrying the ball is the fullback, that's Womack. Coming forward as we pick up the action after an exchange of punts. At the 13, he's moved it out to the 15 or 19-yard line. Now this is Walker at the 20. Walker is knocked out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Met initially by big Mike Cofer. Strong running Walker on the play. Illegal procedure against Georgia. A 5-yard step off moves the ball back, making it second down and 9 yards to go. Handoff this time to Womack, the fullback. Womack running at left guard, straight ahead for a gain of 5. 3rd and 4. Georgia moving north to south from the new completed lower deck horseshoe, the north stands. Ballou, Womack. Womack short of the first. He got 2. He needed 4. It's 4th down and 2. Drifting deep for Tennessee, sophomore Bill Bates. The punter is Broadway. The punt is away. Coverage downfield. Bates pulls it down at the 45. Gets to the corner and is knocked out of bounds in the vicinity of the midfield stripe. The officials say he stepped out of bounds at the 48-yard line of Tennessee. The Volunteers will have it first down, 10 to go, leading 9-0. Olszewski is motioning Glenn Ford out of the backfield. Tennessee trying to force man-to-man defense in the secondary. They've got 3 wideouts with the back out there forward. Olszewski rolling left to throw. Here's the pass. It is complete. Taken by Mike Miller. Miller, one of those 2 wideouts to the left side. Here's the second look. Olszewski, the pass. Miller underneath Hancock makes the catch. Is knocked immediately down, but Tennessee picks up a first down on the 16-yard throw. 1st and 10 Tennessee at the 36-yard line. Olszewski again with 3 wideouts. Long pass. The man is there. It is touchdown, Tennessee. Mike Miller. A second look. Miller for the touchdown in stride. What a fake he put on the halfback. But Tennessee, as we mentioned, forced man-to-man coverage, and Mike Miller, as you see from the end zone, simply gets by himself. What great speed Tennessee has on the outside. The Volunteers lead 15-0. The cheerleaders and Smokey join the Volunteer fans. Deliriously happy after a touchdown, opening the second half. Now Tennessee's got to go for 2 in a 15-0 ball game. Ford is stopped. Good defense, Georgia. Where they're waiting for the play as the linebacker got in the flow. Here you see from the end zone, Ford is met right there and shoved back. So Tennessee's try to make it 17-0 goes awry, and the score remains Tennessee 15, Georgia nothing. It will be Alan Duncan kicking off, and Scott Werner gets it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, knocked out at the 31-yard line. Good return by Scott Werner. Georgia first down 10 at its 31, trailing now 15-0. Tennessee digging in with a 5-man defensive front. Georgia's strong side's left. Back to throw Ballou. Looking now, the pass is going to be incomplete. It's out of bounds. Jones had tight end Norris pretty well blanketed. The pass simply thrown away by Ballou. And it becomes 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Running backs will be Womack and Walker. Hand off to Walker, getting to the left side, being chased out there, and he's going to be carried out of bounds. First by Martin, helped out by Gaines. Got a couple on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8 yards to go. Ballou back to throw again. Here's the pass. It is incomplete. Intended for Lindsey Scott. A little overthrown. Martin defending for Tennessee, and it's 4th down. Broadway to punt. The punt is away, relatively short. Bates up under, is going to pull it down, is hit, fumbles the ball. It is knocked by Georgia, still rolling loosely on the field, diving after Georgia, still loose. Tennessee gets there, still bounding, it's down into the end zone, rolling on through the end zone, and it is covered out of the end zone. Let's see a second look on the punt by Broadway. Bates backing up, is looking toward the west side and did not see that man, I don't believe, from the east side, who hit him, forcing the fumble. Now you see the ball dancing crazily along the turf, going on through the end zone. And at that point, since Bates gave the ball the impetus which rolled it into the end zone, it's going to be ruled a safety, I believe. Safety. Tennessee, even though it recovered the ball in the end zone, even had the ball gone through the back line, it would have been a safety. So it will be Tennessee's John Warren punting on the free kick. What a punt. Long, soaring, 67-yard punt pulled down here by Werner. Back to the 30, to the 35. He's tackled, and then a penalty flag is dropped as Tennessee guilty of a late hit. So suddenly the complexion of the contest changes. Georgia has the ball at midfield. 1st and 10, trailing 15-2. Pitch comes to Walker. Walker at midfield is knocked down after a gain of about 4 yards. Moving it down to the 46-yard line of the Volunteers. Lining up is Ballou. Tennessee in a 5-man front. The nose guard right up on the center. That's Noonan. This is Walker. Walker circling to the left side. Chased there by Gaines. Helped out by Martin. He got some yardage down to the 40, but it will be short of a 1st down by, well, you can see right there. So Georgia's got it 3rd down short. Ballou sneaking. He has to get the ball to the 40-yard line. And we'll just wait and see as they unstack the players exactly where it will be spotted. It is indicated 1st down and 10 to go for Georgia. Tennessee 15, Georgia 2. Ball resting at the Volunteer 40-yard line. Ballou to the near side, pumping, pitching downfield, complete. Scott, 35, down to the 30, down to the 25, down to the 20, still on his feet at the Tennessee 16-yard line. A second look at the pass. Ballou pumping, pitching. Scott. There he goes down to the 16-yard line, and Georgia, with new life, has it 1st down and 10 to go. Georgia to the line against Tennessee's 5-man front. The handoff is to Walker. Walker slowed, breaks a tackle, runs through. There, he's still on his feet. He is into the end zone. Touchdown by the freshman Herschel Walker. A second look. Breaks a tackle. Just power, strong, hard running. Herschel Walker scores, and Georgia is right back in the middle of the football game. Tennessee 15, Georgia 8. Coach Johnny Majors on the sideline. The fortune's turning as the extra point by Robinson is up. And good. The score, Tennessee 15, Georgia 9, with 1:03 to go in the 3rd period. Tennessee will be receiving as Robinson will be kicking off for the Bulldogs. And here comes his kick downfield. It is picked up there by Galt. Back to the 5, 10, 15, 20. He's out of bounds in the vicinity of the 25-yard line. Georgia was guilty of offsides. Tennessee declines the penalty, honoring the great kicking power of Robinson. The ball's 1st and 10 at the 25. Georgia flip-flopping its defense to Tennessee's strong side, which is now to the left. Handoff goes to Terry Daniels. Straight ahead, he pounds for 2. 2nd and 8. Olszewski, the quarterback. Georgia jumps out of the 5-man front into a 4-4 defense. Tennessee in the I formation. This is Olszewski on the option. He turns, he is hit, he fumbles the ball, and it is recovered by Georgia. A second look as Olszewski Moves forward. He's hit. Loses possession. And on top of the ball for Georgia is Hip, the halfback. Georgia's got it. Tennessee's Mark Burns calling the defensive signals. Georgia, as you see, in possession at the 37-yard line of the Volunteers. The score of the game, Tennessee 15, Georgia 9. It was 15-0 2 possessions ago. Georgia, pass by Ballou is complete. Pulled down a stride inside the west sideline for the Bulldogs by Arnold. A gain of 8 yards on the play as the third period comes to its conclusion. Georgia now moving toward the north end, and most of the Georgia fans are there in that northeast corner. So they're cheering loudly as Georgia gives it off this time, and the fullback, who is into the ball game, Stewart, drives it right side of the line and picks up a yard, but he needed a little more than that. So it will be third down and short yardage to go for Georgia. 15-9, Tennessee leading. Georgia needs a big third down drive. Walker hit, but breaks free and fights for first down yardage. Herschel Walker was hit in his backfield, but he broke through the tackle and gives Georgia a first down and 10 to go. At the 23-yard line, this is Ballou on the keeper, cutting outside at the 20. He's at the 15, falls forward at the 14-yard line. Georgia second down, a yard to go for the first. The give this time is to Herschel Walker, and Walker is upended by the penetrating defender for Tennessee, short of the first down. It's Walker again. This time he's got a first down, moving the ball inside Tennessee's 10. Down to the 8-yard line where Georgia has it, first down and goal to go. 15-9, Georgia again. This is Walker spinning and turning and churning and grinding inside the 5-yard line. Georgia to the line again. Here's the pitch. It's Walker. Walker at the 10, Walker at the 5, Walker scores, and the Bulldogs have tied Tennessee. A second look. Walker, great block by Stewart on the corner, and Walker dances in to give his team a touchdown and a tie game. It's 15-15. Now Georgia will have Robinson for the extra point that's up and good. Georgia overtakes Tennessee, and the Bulldogs, which trailed by a score of 15-0 only moments ago, now leads by a score of 16-15 in the final period. Robinson kicking off. Here's the boot. It will be taken by Galt at the 2, 5. Looking for the wall on the near side. Almost got to the corner, then is stopped as he gets to the 22-yard line. Coach Johnny Majors is visiting there with Jeff Olszewski going into the lineup. Tennessee with the ball at the 41-yard line as we pick up the action, trailing 16-15. Olszewski rolling, passing downfield, complete. Hancock pulls it down at the Georgia 42, battles on down to the Dog 37.5-yard line. A second look at the pass. Olszewski throwing. Coming open was Hancock, and then Hancock lowers the head and booms it for an additional 5 yards as our sideline camera picks up the action, and Tennessee's got it first down, 10 to go at the 37-yard line. Once more, Olszewski handing off this time to Glenn Ford. Ford got a couple, but then that tenacious Georgia defense rises to push him back. Ball moved to the 35-yard line. It'll be second down and 8 yards to go. Georgia jumping back into a 6-man front, a 6-2 defense. Tennessee with a slot set to the left side. Olszewski back to throw. Olszewski passing downfield. It is complete. Again, it's Hancock who pulls it down inside the 20-yard line. A second look at the pass. Olszewski into the pocket, rips the pass. It's complete. And there's Hancock. The fans in the south end hoping that Tennessee might be able to come from behind. Cheering on the Volunteers who have marched downfield. They've got the ball in excellent field position at the 18-yard line. Handoff with the ball. Berry twisting, turning, getting free. He moves it down inside the 10 to the 9. James Berry for Tennessee. It will be second down, 1 to go for the first down for the Volunteers at the 9-yard line of the Georgia Bulldogs. Fourth period, Georgia 16, Tennessee 15. Olszewski for the first. He's got the first down, moving it to the 5-yard line. Tennessee first down, goal to go at the 5-yard line. Full house backfield, that will be Berry in motion. This is Ford. He is hit, fumbles the ball, and it is recovered by Georgia at the 2-yard line. A second look. What a defensive play by number 47. That's Taylor, who hits his hat on the ball, knocks it free, and on top of the ball for Georgia is McShay. Georgia at the 2. Give to Walker. Walker gets past now. He's shoved back into the end zone, but his forward progress got him to the 1-yard line. Georgia fighting the clock in the Tennessee defense. Deep in Georgia territory, leading by a scant 1 point. Ballou. This is Walker. Twisting. That's a second look at that play that many fans thought could have been a safety, but it was not so because the forward progress carried him outside the goal line. Georgia's Ballou bringing his team to the line. A deafening roar at the south end of the field. Tennessee in a goal line defense. Ballou on a pitch. Walker at the right side. Walker fights out to the 5-yard line, giving the Dogs a little breathing room in the final minutes of this football game. Again, it's Walker. Walker this time gets to the 6, hit by a swarming band of Tennessee Volunteers, and it's 4th down upcoming, and the pressure is on the young punter, Broadway. Snap, the punt by Broadway. A fine, high, spiraling punt. Backing up to get the ball, Galt. He's looking for the corner and is running out of real estate as he's knocked out of bounds at the 48-yard line of Georgia. Olszewski back to throw on 1st down. Pass out into the flat. It's complete. Taken here by Daniels, who moves it forward to the 46 for a gain of 3. And it's going to be 2nd down and 7. Tennessee battling the clock now, trailing 16-15. Olszewski in trouble. Looks to throw. He is being knocked down as he rips the pass downfield, but it falls to the turf, incomplete. Tennessee, 3rd down upcoming. Less than a minute to go in the football game. Olszewski. Here he is, back to throw. Here's the pressure. He got the pass off, but it was deflected, or his arm was hit just as he released it. So Tennessee has it 4th down, trailing 16-15. Olszewski is swarmed and dropped, and Georgia, overpowering Tennessee, takes possession and takes home a victory. A come-from-behind triumph, 16-15, by the University of Georgia Bulldogs before the largest crowd ever to see a game in the South, 95,288 at Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. Georgia 16, Tennessee 15.
With us, Jeff Olszewski, quarterback from Parma, Ohio. Jeff, tonight you threw the ball pretty well, I thought.
Yeah, I was pleased with the way I threw the ball. I was very proud of the offensive line. I felt like they gave me plenty of time to set up and get rid of the ball, and the receivers ran real fine routes, so they got themselves open and caught anything that was near them. So we all did a fine job with that. I was kind of disappointed with my one fumble that one time, but overall I was pleased with my performance.
Jeff, seemed like you were able to recognize the Georgia defense. They didn't cause any problems for you, didn't seem like.
Not really until the end. Well, the one touchdown pass to Mike Miller, we got lucky and we caught him in the man-to-man coverage, and it's hard for him to stay with our receivers in that type of situation. I just laid it out there, and Mike ran under it. He did a great job. And really, the receivers did a good job getting open.
Mike Miller with us in the Tennessee locker room. Mike caught a touchdown pass from Jeff Olszewski. Mike, I know it's your first start tonight against the Bulldogs, and I'm sure you're happy about the touchdown, but not too happy about the outcome.
Yes, I'm happy about the touchdown. You know, it was my first start and everything. But the outcome, I'm not too happy about because we gave that game away. They didn't beat us.
How'd you get so wide open on the touchdown?
I got into my man, gave him a fake. He took the opposite fake. I went the other way.
Jeff laid it right out there, didn't he?
Yes, it was a beautiful pass.
Tim Irwin, offensive tackle from Knoxville with us. Tim, I know the offense is upset at the way things turned out, but overall, what did you think about the offensive line play?
I thought that, first of all, I'd like to say Georgia had a very quick and very smart defense, and we had a hard time adjusting to them at first. Thought during the second half we did some things better. It's just a bad night. You know, a lot of times you beat yourself rather than your opponent beat it, and I think, not taken away from Georgia, but I think we made some key mistakes up front and in the backfield. And on defense, I think it was a team loss, and that's the way we're going to approach it. We're going to get ready next week.
With us now is UT defensive coordinator Bobby Jackson. Bobby, tonight, how'd you think about the overall defensive performance of Tennessee?
Well, that was some good things, Bob. We had a chance to win the ball game defensively. We had as much to do with losing the game as anybody did, maybe more. 15 points we feel like is enough to win. us scoring 15 points, that should be enough for us to win. A big play, our big play that we made that wound up being a 9-point play was the fumble punt that we brought on ourselves. So there was some good things, and I tell you what, I was proud for the most part of the way our players fought and played. We got beat by a good football team, and I think one of the big differences in the ball game was Walker. When he came in the game, he gave them a running threat, something that they didn't have the first half or, before he came in.
Jimmy Noonan now with us. Jimmy, tonight back in the lineup after sitting out last year. How'd the injury hold up?
It held up pretty good, I was just about 100%, pretty close. It bothered me a little, but, I was able to deal with it.
What about the Georgia offense? They came after you in the second half.
Yeah. I got a lot of respect for Georgia offensive line. They came out at us hard, and it was low. They really had a lot of leg driving power, trying to drive us off the ball.
What about Southern Cal now?
I think, well, we're going to be ready for Southern Cal. We aren't going to, drop our heads and try to forget about the rest of the season. We're going to be more fired up for Southern Cal, and I think, if it would have been if we won.
It'll be tough to regroup after this disappointing loss.
Well, yes, it's, anytime you lose a football game, especially when it's your opening game, it sort of get the team depressed. But I don't think our morale or anything is going to be down because we lost. Just waiting to come back for Southern Cal.
So Tennessee drops a disappointing 16-15 Georgia. Next week, Southern Cal comes to Neyland Stadium. This is Bob Kessling reporting from the Tennessee locker room.